clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive.
Going to give this to Mixon.
And he's got some space here. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 44 yards.
So that run there, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Mixon. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6.
Here we go. 11 MP, pace.
Burrow going for it on 4th. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst from 17 yards out.
And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Brady. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Brady. And this is caught by Evans. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
From just shy of midfield, Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Right back to Chris Godwin. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. That's why you got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good, we're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him, he gets it done. Extra point up and good by Suckup, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From way up at the 23. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Bengals drive about to get going.
And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Here we go. 12.
They run for it with Mixon. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop it. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. 7-7, our score after 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Brady.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them. One-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Again, it's Mixon. And some space here.
And he will step out of bounds, but not before he's all the way across the 50. 103 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touching out a finger on him until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined, no one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. Mixon with a first down carry. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Joe Tryon there to make the tackle.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. He completes it to Gohard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. Touchdown Bengals! Jamar Chase on the touchdown throw from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Offense set to begin their next possession. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want it in with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time.
Daxton Hill picks it off.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for Bengals TD.
This defense, 3 interceptions now. And, Charles, obviously that one for the pick six. That gives them a 3-possession lead, and they are really in the driver's seat.
Makes you imagine what that lead could become with another half of football left to play, because the way they're getting after it, partner, 30 points, 40 points, even 50 points, that type of a lead, not out of the question. And neither is another pick six.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
First down, here's White. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On second down, they'll run with White. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Opting to run again here with White. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now he'll throw with Brady. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long. And this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal. Because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. This is caught by Evans. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now Brady again. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Buccaneers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds.
Oh, and now they're going to fake
second. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When they'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward is just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Glenn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. Complete to Blake Evans. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Brady now on first down. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Throw right side, taken in by Gohard. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Dancing to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 41. 117 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with his second touchdown of the night. And the Bengals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. On play action, it's Brady. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And attempted a deep ball there, they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs.
And it's 3rd down.
They're going to look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Cincinnati Bengals. And off we go from Las Vegas. From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Mixing up the middle. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Once again, they run with Mixon. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to bring big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
They'll try and run with Mixon. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's a give to Mixon. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Here we go.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. He'll buy some time right. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Burrow going to get this out to Chase. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one goes for 30 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup.
Another try for Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bengals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
On first down, Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd and 2. Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. And Brady will sneak it. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. 1 yard is the gain. And that'll be good enough for a Tampa Bay first down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now this time, Brady will throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
On 2nd and 10, Brady. And finding the tight end Rudolph. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Brady going to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
We don't see him miss too often. The ball could have slipped a little bit coming off his hand, and that's all it would take to send it high and out of bounds without a play.
So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chip it. Succop's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. He tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. On second down, here's Mixon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
A loss of 2 yards. It's now 3rd and 15.
I'm fine, ready? 11 minus, 11 MT.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Again, it's Mixon. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A handoff to Mixon. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Joe Mixon, and this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. From the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Going deep this time for Miller. And it's knocked away and incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. From the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Here's Brady to throw. Fires quickly to White. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
Brady going to go on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now Brady. He'll get that out to the flat to White. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Brady. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Brady now to throw. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 37.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Brady. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. We keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating, but his message there, keep waiting.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears weren't realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air. Extra point put through by Succa, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. 14, the lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. And that's out quickly to Chase. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 83 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. They lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Here we go.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. This is caught. And the Bengals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here we go.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Mixon is in. Touchdown Bengals.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Offense set to begin their next possession. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Buying time to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now Brady got to have this one. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Shaquille Barrett in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow powering forward. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shot. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Got a man complete to Miller. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 42. Brady to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now it looks like he'll throw here. This is intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw it than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Going across the formation, there's Otten with it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle down.
Still have hope.
Extra point up and good by Succo. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another one in the books for his partner. Always great to be by your side. And both offenses, both defenses had some moments in this one, but I think you would agree these coaching staff